is Nicolas Boutté. I'm a former EDHEC Business School student and I currently work as a strategy consultant for KPMG Singapore. I chose the International BBA for a variety of reasons. Having lived abroad for a couple of years in Switzerland, the United States, I was really looking to get that international experience, and the International BBA allowed me to study in 3 different continents. That was really attractive. Another aspect that was really interesting for me was the ability to get early corporate exposure. I studied in the International School of Boston and I was always used to interacting with a lot of different nationalities. And as a matter of fact, I was very pleased to find out that when I first arrived at EDHEC, lots of people coming from different parts of the world. And the first year was very much focused on the fundamentals of business, such as marketing, business law, corporate finance. It really gives you a strong core to get prepared for the following years. I spent my second year in UCLA. The experience was really amazing. The campus was beautiful, the stuff you see in the movies. And if I had to speak about one of my best experiences in class, that would be the marketing class that was led by Professor Nance Rosen. She was a former marketing executive for Coke. And she had a very hands-on approach, steering away from the theoretical mindset. She was very much focused on group projects, teaching students to work and collaborate with each other. So that was really a hands-on approach that I really liked. Our final destination was Singapore, and that was my first time traveling to Asia, having to adapt to a new culture. The campus was really beautiful in a different style than UCLA's. Then again there we had some really interesting classes. For example, one of my modules was supply chain, and our professor decided to take us to Decathlon to take a look at the behind the scenes of a high-functioning retail store. Then again, that was very practical, and this is really what I liked about this class. I also took a consulting class because I aspired to be a consultant once I was done finishing school. So that was really a great opportunity for me to get a snapshot at what my profession would look like. When I finished studying at UCLA, I was really keen on getting some internship experience in the US, and I ended up joining a French tech startup in Boston called iAdvise that focuses on leveraging new technologies like AI to enhance the e-commerce experience for customers. EDHEC was really useful in helping me secure a visa, which is not an easy thing to do in the US. More specifically, UCLA Extension had a dedicated office to help students in the application process. Once I was done studying at NTU, I was really interested in getting some professional experience in Singapore because I knew that being able to work in Asia would be a real plus for me once I would graduate. I ended up joining NBC Universal as a business development analyst, working under the CNBC branch, which is their business news channel. We worked closely with Joyce, our career advisor. She was always there to help us figure out our aspirations, the industries that we were interested in. And based on your choices, she would connect you with EDHEC alumni already working in Singapore. Having worked in 3 different industries, I knew that this would be a really strong selling point to become a consultant, which is a job where you spend a lot of time advising companies from different sectors, which requires you to have a broad range of expertise, having worked both in different sectors and in different roles. Singapore is one of the most dynamic job markets in the world, also one of the strongest financial centers. So to become a consultant, that was really for me the perfect place to start. So I ended up joining KPMG Singapore as a strategy consultant. A consultant is like a guide helping companies face big decisions. Imagine a company is looking to open a production plant in a developing country. They might not know where to start, so that's where we consultants come in. On a daily basis, a team of consultants will work closely with the client to help them look at things such as local regulations, investing potential companies to partner with to provide them with the necessary materials. Think of a consultant as a business navigator that helps the company spend their money wisely. It might sound cheesy, but I always did what I loved and what interested me the most without necessarily thinking about the practical application. So find something that really sparks an interest in you, follow where it leads, and remember that this academic journey is not a race, it's a marathon. Everybody goes at their own pace. So take the time to investigate what are your preferences, and eventually you'll find your way.